Hey, want to see what's in my hospital bag? I'm going to show you. In this bag, I have the things that I find to be necessities. Beyond what I have in this bag are things that you can bring, but I may give some reasons for certain things of why I did not include those things. So, this is meant to be mildly entertaining. If that happens, yay. And also informative, because you may need some of this information. It may be helpful to you. Here's helping. So, but let's just like dive right into the bag. So if you notice, the bag itself is not a suitcase. I don't bring a suitcase. I just bring, it's like a tote bag that I got as like swag from some event I went to. It doesn't even have a zipper on the top. It's just a bag that I just threw stuff in. Less is more. Trust me. The hospital rooms that you end up in are not big. And so bringing a big suitcase is going to take up a lot of space that you're not going to have. So try to think about what is going to make life really super easy on you. That's kind of what I try to put in this bag. So thing number one is the footwear. I have two options, and there is a reason for this. Option number one, slippies. Option number two, flaps. Both of these, bring both of these. Here's why. So I live in Florida, and it's, you know, a pretty hot winter here, but weird things are happening too. 1 second I'm hot, 1 second I'm cold. And when you are in labor, you're going to have to walk around the hospital at some point during your hospital stay anyway. You should. Maybe you won't have to, but you probably should. At least walk a bit down the hall. So it's really nice to have something that's like just quick slip-on options, but then something that will keep your feet warm in case you're more cold at that moment, or something that will not make your feet hot, like the flip-flops. Also, here's why the flip-flops are important. The shower. You don't know about the floor. Just saying. So, next. Nursing bra. Whether you are going to choose to nurse or use formula, and let me pause here and say, if you're going to use formula, don't be worried about it at all, because it's 2016 and I feel like we have enough technology to make formula really, really adequate nutrition for babies. So if you use formula, you are equally wonderful as a woman who nurses. Anyway. In either case, I suggest at least having a sleep bra, like that one, because your boobs are not going to know whether or not you're nursing. So they're going to have milk come into them, and it's going to be very helpful, nay, necessary, to provide some compression so that you don't wake up with a bed full of milky sheets, because that has it will happen at some point. But if you can minimize that, it will make your life easier. Instead of waking up to stinky milky sheets and being completely wet, like you've urinated yourself out of your chest. It's unsettling. Just buy a sleep bra. It'll feel better. Another thing I like that I'm going to pick up is a nursing tank. Here's why I like those too, rather than like a structured nursing bra for the hospital. Remember, this is for the hospital. Is because you're going to be very tired. You will have just been through a marathon regardless of your labor and delivery experience. You're going to be so tired. So comfy things, easy things, that's what you're going to want. That's what I have always wanted each time. So, a nursing tank is nice because it doubles as a shirt. It's a bra and a shirt. So like, you're nursing your baby, or you just finished and you're like, So tired. I don't even feel like getting dressed. You don't have to. You've got company coming up the hallway. Grab you a little sweater. That's another thing that I would put in here. A little, like, something to go over that if you want. Actually, with a nursing tank, you don't even need to have that. Light sweater is a good idea, though, just in case, for the same thing as the slippers versus flip-flops thing. You might be chilly one moment and a little bit warm the next. Give yourself some options. So, nursing tank, light sweater combo, or like a button-up shirt. Very nice to have. The next thing I have in here is stuff for the bathroom to get cleaned up. I have a baggie with Q-tips and flossers. Just enough for me and my husband for a couple days in a Ziploc bag, because then I can throw it away, or like if I leave it, I'm not going to feel like, oh, my little cute, no, I'm not going to care. I don't care about keeping this. And then also, new of these two items, new toothbrush and new razor. The new razor scares me a little bit, because I'm like, I kind of don't want to slice up my legs, but a new toothbrush and a new razor sort of feels like a mini pampering. Like, hey, guess what I earned after bringing a human life into the world? New razor and new toothbrush. And then, of course, you will need toothpaste. I'm not going to buy a travel toothpaste. Here's why. I feel like that's a waste of money because I have toothpaste in the bathroom. I am probably not going to have a type of birth experience where I'm going to be like rushing out of the house. I mean, you could end up being like my friend Hannah, who literally gave birth to her baby along the side of the road in an ambulance and almost had the baby in her car. But like, she's the only person I ever knew. Also, Hannah's a beast. So just everybody know that. Because having a baby almost in your van. Wow. That's it. That deserves one of these. Just saying. But there's some items that you don't need to buy duplicates of. You really don't need 2 toothpastes, like a travel one, and because like toothpaste lasts so long. You're going to have this extra tube of toothpaste or this stupid travel size toothpaste that after you leave the hospital, you can't even take it on a trip because there's only enough toothpaste for a day. So you can't take it on your next trip. So you have to throw it away. Just wait. Write on a little list at the top, like my toothpaste, my deodorant, my flat iron. These are things that I don't need to buy duplicates of, but I probably will want in my bag. A comb, you know, something to put your hair up. These kinds of things. Make a list for the things that it really doesn't make sense to make duplicates of. But basic toiletry items, you know, think real basic for things like that. And also just a little, like a few hair ties. I'm just going to bring the one. I'm probably already going to have my hair up in a ponytail. You know, I'm going to bring my flat iron in case I feel like doing extra, but that's it. Oh gosh, you guys, seriously, I'm so hot right now. I go back and forth from being, look, I'm trying to fix my hair because it was fixed and poofy and fabulous, and I got so hot that I started to sweat and it all just wilted. And remember what I said about my hair wanting to be straight? It's doing it again. It's doing it again. Anyway, moving on. So for the shower, I have a body poof, and I'll open this up, and just in separate little Ziploc bags. I'm doing Ziploc bags instead of like a cloth toiletry bag because if something falls in water or gets dirty or gets grimy, because I mean, let's face it, having a baby is like things get on things. Things happen. And I would feel so sad if like I got this brand new little precious little toiletry bag for the bathroom and then accidentally like smeared blood on it. And then I don't want it after that. Ain't no coming back from that. Probably not. So that's why we do the Ziploc bags. In lieu of the same sentiment as the new razor and new toothbrush, I'm bringing a new poof. These are another thing that is $1. Now, here's where I went the capable route. Is I got little dram bottles for shampoo and conditioner. Also, how cute is this? These are my initials. I am hyphenated too, so I actually have like 63 other letters that are in my name. First letters of each name, so, but that's fine. SC, Sarah Sheon. So cute. But anyway, and then I have blue for soap, like blue soap bubbles, even though it's not. It's usually white. It felt right. It just felt right. Anyway, these are something that I can use later for anything. I can use this if I go on vacation. I can throw these away if I want to because they were only $1. I can use them for paints for the kids, just rinse them out. They can be used for anything. But, the way I put my initials on, shampoo and conditioner letter indicators on here is with nail polish. Here's why. Sharpie's gonna come off in the shower, and I got the same color for the shampoo and conditioner because the colors were so ugly. So those are the only colors that I liked. So it was kind of important for me to differentiate which one was which and make sure that that doesn't wash off while I'm at the hospital because, again, you're going to be tired. You're not going to want to be like, oh, let me take extra time to do something that shouldn't have taken time in the first place. So that's that. Are you ready for the next thing? Ugly undies. I went to the store with my husband, the red store, not the blue store. And I was like, okay, we went to the underwear section and I was like, I'm gonna need for you to find the ugliest ones. Look for the ugliest ones. Those will be the ones that I want to buy. And he found them, and then I kind of had this like laughing moment because I'm like, so this time last year, you were buying me like cute underwear. I was picking out like cute underwear with little bows and animal prints and precious little flowers and whatnot. And this year I'm like, find the ugliest ones, the ugliest, cheapest ones. Sorry, that was a little bit of a rabbit trail. All right, so here's why you are going to need ugly undies. Because let me just break this down for you. The whole labor and delivery thing is not just you popping out a baby. Your uterus is emptying. And there has been more than just a baby in it. You will also, it won't be your first period. It will be like your body sort of being like, ow, there's not a baby in here anymore. What? We should just, all hands on deck. For a number of days. And for the days that you're in the hospital, they will give you, here's another thing you need to have on deck. But don't bring this to the hospital. They'll have this for you at the hospital. Just have it waiting at home. The overnights. Overnights with wings that are like as big and long as you can possibly get. So, but why you, so leave the pads at home, but bring the panties. And here's why. The hospital is going to supply to you several pair of mesh panties. Everybody's heard about the mesh panties by now. Here's maybe what you haven't heard is that's not necessarily a limitless supply to you. During one of my hospital stays for one of my 3 kids, they made me rinse out these bloody mesh panties and dry them and reuse them. And I just thought, this is disgusting. And so before I had my third child, one of my friends was like, no, just go buy cheap underwear that you don't care what happens to it, but you know that you have enough, you know. So buy the cheap panties. You can use them after you get home. You can rewash them if you want to. You can sanitize them, and they're made of cotton, not weird mesh plastic that makes them not usable again. So anyway, buy big ugly undies. You'll thank me. Honestly, basically that's it. You're gonna need that, and you're gonna need, for the baby, you're going to need an outfit to go home in, which is going to be something to cover the baby's whole body, probably the baby's head, although the hospital will give you a cap for the baby too. And a car seat and base. That will be it. For the car seat and base, if you're not sure how to install those, I believe that the case is that you can still go to your local fire department, and they are trained in installing car seats correctly and safely, because just buckling it in is not correct. You may not have the angle correct, and it won't provide protection to the baby in the case of an accident. So, things that I did not include. Did anybody notice what I did not include? Oh, and as far as what I'm going to bring like all my makeup, because I have to be fully made up when my child meets me. I'm going to do a tutorial on labor and delivery makeup, because the last time I had a child, the way I did my makeup ended up being a disaster. So, I'm going to change things this time. But also that ends up being an activity for me, because doing my makeup is relaxing, and you know, you need that stuff. You can bring things like your phone and earbuds, that kind of thing. That's also really helpful. What I don't bring, a bunch of outfit options for myself and a bunch of pajamas and a labor and delivery robe. Why? Because I want somebody else to do that laundry. Because invariably I bleed all over whatever I have on, and I would be really irritated if I spent money on new jammies and then they got completely ruined at the hospital. And also, I'm tired. Like, if they're gonna let me throw that hospital gown in the laundry hamper and they're gonna wash it for me, I will let them. They are ugly. And if you want to bring, you know, I'll probably bring like I said, the nursing tank and a sweater and a couple pairs of leggings maybe, but not like, oh, a special laboring robe. Okay, great. Well, when you get that sucker all bloody and you can't ever wear it at home again because it looks like someone got murdered in it, you're going to watch this video again and be like, she was right. Also, I don't bring diapers to the hospital. The hospital will load you up. They will have all of that for you. Sometimes they even have nursing pads and lanolin for you. And also, like I said, the period pads. They will have those for you too. They will have antiseptic spray for your bottom. And a lot of times they also have witch hazel. So we'll get into why those all come in handy too. But basically, that is really all I'm going to bring. That little bag with that stuff in it, and probably just throw in, like I said, a nursing tank, my flat iron, and a pair of leggings. And while I am in the hospital, I'm going to have a minimal amount of stuff to worry about. It's not going to get in my way. And then I will be done. And if your hair is done and you've had a chance to shower with your new razor, it's not going to matter to you that, you know, you maybe just still have on a hospital gown or a really boring, completely black outfit like a nursing tank and leggings. So anyway.